guys, welcome back to Irish Footy Vlogs. Welcome back to another video of mine. Hope you're all doing well. You might have guessed by the thumbnail, but this is a video about, I suppose, League of Ireland clubs having games behind closed doors during pre-season. Something I totally disagree with, totally against. I think it's ridiculous, to be honest with you. Now, some clubs, to be fair, aren't doing this. I believe Drogheda and Cove Ramblers for a start. There's other clubs as well, I'm sure, that are letting people in. So let me know in the comments, guys, if you know which clubs are actually letting people in for pre-season friendlies. But I just find it ridiculous, guys, and hard to understand, to be honest with you. I mean, you know, clubs should be looking to grow. We should be looking to grow the league, and they should be allowing fans in my opinion, at every single opportunity. I mean, a couple of years ago, we never had this issue. We could go to every pre-season game. I don't know why it's come into play now. I could understand it over the COVID lockdown periods, but not now. And I don't see COVID as an excuse at this point either. I mean, I was at GA game last night, and all the preseason GA tournaments are letting fans into games as well. And I believe other sports like rugby are doing the same. But yeah, I mean, you'd say to yourself, why are League of Ireland not doing it then? A lot of people, one of the arguments with some people was the fact that, you know, they have to get stewards in, etc., and pay stewards, and it's not worth it because they won't get fans into the games. But that argument doesn't wash with me at all, because that's always been the case where they've had to pay stewards for pre-season friendlies before, and I believe they would get fans into the games. I mean, obviously charge a fee, fans would go. One of the other arguments, guys, as well, that I know was floating around was that who cares, basically, why make a big deal of it? You know, these games are pointless anyway. That, again, that's not the point. The point is that people want to go to games pre-season, see their team play, get out and go to the ground and watch the game. It's very simple. Get out and about, particularly during these times when it's been a little bit more difficult for people, let's say, to get out and about and enjoy activities. You know, it smacks of a bit of a detachment for me as well, to be honest with you. I mean, as I said, we're trying to promote the league, we're trying to promote our teams, and you can't even go to a pre-season friendly for a lot of clubs. I mean, it doesn't make sense at all. The other point that's been thrown about is that clubs, you know, they get in players on trial, and, you know, it's the secret element to it. Like, you know, we don't want clubs, people knowing who's on trial, or we don't know how we don't want other clubs to know how we might line up and play and that sort of thing. But a couple of things there. Scouts generally will be allowed to get into these games behind closed doors, to be honest with you. The trialist thing doesn't wash with me at all. It doesn't. I mean, I'll give you an example. Pats and Bows are playing the first pre-season friendly behind closed doors. If Pats have a player in trial, Bows have a player in trial, whatever, I mean, they're playing each other. Their clubs in the league are playing each other. It's not as if they're playing a team from Wales and it's completely hidden either. I mean, do they think that people won't find out who's on trial? The other thing is with the trial situation as well. Most players that are on trial are generally coming over from England and don't have a club in January, which usually doesn't tell a lot. It doesn't say a lot for that player, if I'm completely honest with you, in terms of you know, getting a contract. I believe one club has already sent the player back after 2 days of training. So I won't say who, but I believe that's the case, you know. I know in the last couple of years, there's been a lot of players on trial and very few of them actually get a contract with that club. I think a lot of the time they're there almost to make up the numbers while they're waiting to sign players, actual players from clubs who might be, you know, in England as such, or loan and stuff like that. So that doesn't wash either, because the information will somehow get out anyway. You know, not having lineups of teams, not giving goal scores, you know, it really is, it's ridiculous. And as I said, I think scouts would generally get into the games as well. So, you know, you got to let fans into any sport, you know, it doesn't make sense. You know, games, you know, might matter in terms of results. We all understand that in friendlies, but people like to go and see friendlies. They like to go and get out of the house. They like to see a bit of football regardless and just see what's going on. I believe the so-called, you know, cloak and dagger stuff. And that's the other point as well. The clubs don't even give out any reason why they're behind closed doors either. They don't actually say why they're behind closed doors. So it's just behind closed doors, tough shit. it's a thing there. And it's just something that's crept in there in the last couple of years. You can understand that, as I said, during COVID, when we were in lockdown and all, that's fair enough. But it's something I don't like to see creep in. And as I said, I mean, we're trying to market the league. We should be trying to market the league, or are we? You know what I mean? The clubs actually want fans in, etc., etc. And I think they get good crowds. I really do. I think they get decent crowds at some of these games, to be fair, considering people have been starved of football generally. And, you know, we only came back as a fan base, if you know what I mean, last season, near the tail end, ultimately. So they probably would get decent crowds in as well. So I think the gain of letting fans in is better than not letting fans in. As simple as that. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Would you have any more points to add, I suppose, in terms of why a lot of clubs are doing this, or you know, in terms of any of the points I've mentioned? What do you think there? Let me know, because it's just something that I've been, I suppose, has annoyed me a little bit the last few days, to be honest with you, looking at it, and it doesn't really make sense to me, realistically. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you're new, please subscribe to the channel, guys. It's free, but it does help the channel to grow. Like the video if you like this content, and what else? Hit your bell notification button so you don't miss a video. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, guys. Thank you.